Welcome to AI Unraveled, demystifying frequently asked questions on artificial intelligence, where we'll keep you up to date on the latest AI trends. In this episode, we'll explore the groundbreaking research, innovative applications, and emerging technologies that are pushing the boundaries of AI. Don't miss out on the latest in AI, so be sure to subscribe to stay updated on the latest ChatGPT and Google Bard trends. In today's episode, we'll cover the usage of LLM-Blender ensembles for consistently superior performance, data augmentation techniques, corporate restrictions on sharing AI productivity hacks, and its impact, job opportunities, and valuations in AI, the latest AI technological developments including generative AI models and visualization techniques, AI integration in recruitment, and Wondercraft AI platform. Hey there, listeners. Today we're going to talk about one of the hottest topics in artificial intelligence: large language models, or LLMs. These models have been making waves in the tech community for their remarkable performance in a variety of tasks, like producing unique content, translating languages, and summarizing paragraphs, among others. We're talking about GPT, BERT, and PaLM, some of the most popular LLMs out there. However, not all LLMs are created equal. Some models like GPT-4 and PaLM are not open source, which makes it hard for researchers to understand their architecture and training data. On the other hand, models like Pythia, Llama, and Flan T5 are open source, meaning that researchers can fine-tune and improve the models on custom instruction datasets. This process has empowered developers to create smaller and more efficient LLMs such as Alpaca, Vicuna, OpenAssistant, and MPT. But that's not all, folks. The innovation doesn't stop here. Scientists have come up with a new ensembling framework called LLM-Blender, which leverages the diverse strengths of multiple LLMs to achieve consistently superior performance. With LLM-Blender, various LLMs can be combined to achieve better results than any single LLM alone. So, there you have it, folks. The world of LLMs is evolving quickly, and it's exciting to see what new developments will come next. Welcome to AI Terminology 101. Today, we're talking about an exciting topic in the field of machine learning: data augmentation. In this episode, we'll be exploring the benefits and common techniques of data augmentation and how it can help your machine learning models become more accurate and robust. So, what exactly is data augmentation? Simply put, it's a set of techniques that modify existing data instances to create new synthetic samples. These techniques involve applying a range of transformations such as rotation, translation, scaling, cropping, flipping, and adding noise or distortion to the data. By introducing these alterations, data augmentation generates new data points that are similar to the original ones, but exhibit variations that are likely to be encountered in real-world scenarios. Now let's talk about the benefits of data augmentation. Firstly, it enables you to increase the effective size of your dataset significantly. This larger dataset enables your machine learning models to learn a more comprehensive representation of the underlying patterns and variations in the data. Secondly, data augmentation exposes the model to a wider range of data instances, making it more resilient to overfitting. It helps the model learn features that are invariant to various transformations and improves its ability to generalize well to unseen data. Lastly, by introducing variations into the training data, data augmentation helps models become more robust to changes in lighting conditions, viewpoints, noise levels, and other factors that may affect the performance of the model in real-world scenarios. Some common data augmentation techniques include image augmentation, text augmentation, audio augmentation, and augmentation for time series data. For example, image data augmentation techniques include random rotation, flipping, cropping, zooming, shearing, and altering brightness or contrast levels. Whereas text data augmentation involves operations such as synonym replacement, random word insertion or deletion, shuffling word order, and paraphrasing sentences while preserving the original meaning. There are plenty of techniques to choose from depending on the type of data you're working with. However, implementing data augmentation requires striking a balance between introducing enough variability while also preserving the integrity of the original data. Additionally, Domain knowledge and careful selection of augmentation techniques are crucial to ensure that the generated samples remain realistic and representative of the target distribution. Overall, data augmentation has emerged as a powerful technique in the field of machine learning, enabling models to learn from diverse and augmented data sets. By expanding the effective size of the training data, improving generalization capabilities, and enhancing robustness to variations, data augmentation has proven to be an essential tool for enhancing the performance of machine learning algorithms. So, start leveraging data augmentation techniques in your ML workflow, and you can overcome limitations associated with limited labeled data sets and build more accurate and robust models across various domains. Thanks for listening to AI Terminology 101. Did you know that workers are increasingly using artificial intelligence tools to boost their productivity and manage multiple jobs, but often keep their usage of AI a secret due to strict corporate rules against it? This is where a Wharton professor believes that businesses should step in and motivate their employees to share their individual AI-enhanced productivity hacks. The issue is that companies tend to ban AI tools because of privacy and legal worries, making employees reluctant to share their AI-driven productivity improvements due to potential penalties. Despite these bans, employees still find ways to circumvent these rules by using personal devices to access AI tools. So, what's the solution? The Wharton professor suggests that companies should incentivize employees to disclose their AI usage. Proposed incentives could include shorter workdays, making the trade-off mutually beneficial for both employees and the organization. The impact of AI is anticipated to significantly transform the labor market, particularly affecting white-collar and college-educated workers. According to a Goldman Sachs analysis, generative AI could potentially affect 300 million full-time jobs and significantly boost global labor productivity. It's time for companies to embrace AI-enhanced productivity and create an environment where employees can openly share their hacks without fear of penalty. Hey there, let's talk about the latest happenings in the world of AI. First up, have you ever wondered if we're in an AI bubble? Well, according to a report by USA Today, the position of research scientist machine learning at OpenAI pays up to $370,000 annually. That's a lot of dough. While people worry about AI taking over jobs, the experts in the field are actually leaning into it and taking up jobs in the industry. And let's not forget that OpenAI is just one company. There are plenty of other companies offering AI jobs that pay around $200K a year. Morale of the story, learn AI and embrace it. Next, we've got some good news for music lovers. Oregon's Live 95.5 is all set to welcome the first voice-cloned AI DJ named Ashley. But don't worry, party people. DJs aren't going anywhere just yet. They will continue to spin records, press buttons, and do all the things that they do best. Now let's move on to a slightly heavier topic. Recently, Chinese lifelong president Xi Jinping told Bill Gates that he welcomes US AI tech in China. While this comes as no surprise, it does raise some concerns about the use and misuse of intelligent technology. Last but not least, Congress is considering whether AI should be allowed to hold patents. A recent example by a scientist at MIT who used AI to discover a new antibiotic has brought this topic to the forefront. While in South Africa, an AI system was listed as the inventor and granted a patent. This raises a very important question. Should patents be granted to AI? Some experts suggest that the patent should be granted to the people behind the AI training algorithm and the data it was trained on. All in all, the world of AI is constantly evolving, and we can't wait to see what the future holds. So, there's a lot of interesting tech news going on at the moment. For starters, Mercedes is adding ChatGPT to almost 1 million of their infotainment systems. Some people are scratching their heads and wondering why Mercedes did this, since not everyone sees the need for it. However, it could be that Mercedes is simply trying to capitalize on a growing trend. At any rate, it will be interesting to see how much drivers actually end up using ChatGPT. Moving on to Meta, we talked yesterday about their new AI voice tool called Voicebox. Unfortunately, it turns out that Meta won't be releasing it to the public just yet because it's apparently too dangerous. While this claim might be a bit of a publicity stunt, it's also true that there are plenty of risks associated with releasing these kinds of tools to the public. In fact, it seems that Meta has bigger problems at the moment. They lost a third of their AI talent last year. Some of these people went to OpenAI and others just burned out. To make matters worse, they didn't even get a shout out from the White House at the AI Leadership Summit in May. And on top of all that, just 26% of Meta employees believe that Zuck is doing a good job leading the company in these turbulent times. However, there are still reasons to be optimistic about Meta's future. They have a huge amount of data. They can always find other AI nerds to work for them. And they're making progress on projects like LLM-Llama and Voicebox. Finally, I came across an interesting chart on Twitter that shows the increasing assets in certain asset classes, one of which is AI. The implication here is that we might be in an AI bubble, but even if that's the case, educating yourself on AI could still be a smart move. Of course, there's always a possibility that the AI bubble could burst at any moment. Personally, I'm betting big on AI and putting nearly all of my entrepreneurial efforts into it. Even though my YouTube channel might not look like it takes a lot of time and resources to produce, it actually does. All in all, it's an exciting time to be involved in the world of tech. Hey there! Today we'll be talking about bubbles, and more specifically, the potential AI bubble that investors seem to be aware of, yet still don't seem to care about. According to Thomas Rice, portfolio manager for Perpetual's Global Innovation Share Fund, extreme valuations of companies that haven't actually done anything yet are signs of a potential bubble in the startup space. Even Sam Altman, a prominent figure within the industry, has likened the hype around AI to that of a new bubble forming. It's no secret that bubbles can be both good and bad. On one hand, some people are able to make money off of them. However, on the other hand, the people who end up making money are usually scumbags. Investing in companies without knowing much about them is risky. And when most of those companies crash and burn, everyone except the scumbags loses money. But here's something to consider. What if this isn't a bubble after all? While cryptocurrency had its moment in the spotlight, it never really caught on with the general public. On the other hand, AI is already being used by real people and professionals every day. And that's the key difference between AI and crypto. AI's potential for generating content for practically no cost and having infinite intelligence at disposal is too big for governments, companies, and entrepreneurs to stop pursuing AI. The genie is out of the bottle, as they say. And speaking of AI, Meta has introduced Voicebox, the first generative AI model that can perform various speech generation tasks it was not specifically trained to accomplish with SOTA performance. With the ability to perform text-to-speech synthesis in 6 languages, noise removal, content editing, cross-lingual style transfer, and diverse sample generation, Voicebox is built upon Meta's latest advancement on non-autoregressive generative models, the flow matching model. What's even more impressive is that it can match an audio style using an input sample of just 2 seconds in length. So that's all for today. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more updates on AI and emerging technologies. Hey there! Exciting news from Meta AI. Their Llama 13B language model has been released under the licensed open-source reproduction called OpenLlama. OpenLlama includes 3 models, 3B, 7B, and 13B, all trained on 1T tokens. You can find PyTorch and JAX weights for the pre-trained OpenLlama models, along with evaluation results and a comparison to the original Llama models. In other news, researchers have unveiled a groundbreaking method for reconstructing 3D scenes using eye reflections in portrait images. It's a major breakthrough that overcomes challenges of accurate pose estimation and complex iris reflective appearance. This approach opens up possibilities for immersive experiences and visual understanding that could change the game for augmented reality. Meanwhile, Microsoft has introduced a new Bing widget for iOS featuring a chatbot shortcut, making it even easier to engage with Microsoft's AI chatbot. They've also upgraded text-to-speech support in 38 languages, including Arabic, Croatian, Hebrew, Hindi, Korean, Lithuanian, Polish, Tamil, and Urdu, while improving the responsiveness of the voice input button. Lastly, Google's upcoming project, formerly known as Project Tailwind, is set to enter early access soon with a new name. During Google I/O this year, they teased an AI-powered notebook that's sure to be a game changer. We can't wait to see what they have in store for us. Have you ever considered having your next job interview with AI instead of a person? Well, the rise of AI in recruitment is becoming more prevalent as companies increasingly utilize these tools for interviewing and screening job candidates. In fact, it's predicted that 43% of companies will use AI for conducting interviews by 2024, and some companies have already begun implementing this practice. This transformation is propelled by AI chatbots like ChatGPT, capable of creating cover letters and resumes with high-quality results based on user prompts. Follow-up queries even allow for the editing and personalization of these application materials. Interestingly, job seekers are using AI technologies to write resumes and cover letters, which have yielded positive results in terms of responses from companies. According to a recent survey, 46% of job applicants use AI like ChatGPT to write their application materials, with a whopping 78% of these applicants receiving a higher response rate and more interview opportunities from companies. Recruiters are generally accepting of AI-generated application materials, and hiring managers can often recognize when an AI has written a cover letter or resume. However, there is no perceived difference between AI-generated applications and those created through a resume writing service or using online tools. But it's not just application materials. Experts estimate that 40% of corporate recruiters will use AI to conduct job interviews by 2024, and about 15% may rely entirely on AI for all hiring decisions. AI interviews could vary from company to company, encompassing text questions, video interactions, or evaluations by AI algorithms. While efficient, AI-led interviews may seem impersonal, posing difficulties for candidates in reading feedback cues. Experts suggest that candidates prepare extensively and approach the process as if they were conversing with a human. Hey there, AI Unraveled podcast listeners. Glad to have you tuning in. Today, we're excited to share some great news with you. Are you looking for ways to expand your knowledge and get ahead in the world of artificial intelligence? Well, look no further than the informative book, AI Unraveled, Demystifying Frequently Asked Questions on Artificial Intelligence. Available on Google, Apple, and Amazon, this essential read delves into the fascinating world of AI and answers all the burning questions you may have about this emerging technology. From machine learning to neural networks, this book provides valuable insights and demystifies complex AI concepts in an engaging way. Don't miss this opportunity to elevate your understanding and stay ahead of the curve. So head over to the Apple, Amazon, or Google Play Store today to get your own copy of AI Unraveled, Demystifying Frequently Asked Questions on Artificial Intelligence. You won't regret it. Today, we covered a wide range of topics, including the latest in AI research, the use of AI in recruitment, and the impact of AI on business productivity. Thanks for listening to today's episode. I'll see you guys at the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.